Ningje Chenpo, Zode Ningme Xing Songne, Molam Chenpo, Ngaja, Pengara Daranga, Zende Chirmendo, Tomba Toje Chenla, Guja Zan, Omin Choji, Inge Padane, Dosum Sanje, Kunje Ngo, Rangsim Chobo, Ngosum Denze, Basawe Lame Shavla, Sowa, Nitamje Ji, Samba Jajawa, Changju Simje, Fulonge, Saltamne Sembarshu. Adela Kangshi Sembarjavi Shujirembane, Papa Jamba Kumbi Sumbi, Tenju Chamba Nama Ngayobi Nane, Nintama Gyud Lama Oda Dini Bare.
Hello everyone. Please start by engendering the most pure, sincere motivation, that of bodhicitta, and then in that spirit, please listen to the teachings. We're studying the text entitled the Uttaratantra Shastra, Gyud Lama, which is the final of the 5 treatises of Buddha Maitreya. The main topic of our text is Buddha nature. We can talk about Buddha nature in terms of the cause, ground, path, and fruition.
Ta Tenju Chamba Gyud Lama De, Chojazo De Karisha Yore Sedu Zana, Rekam Dewar Chekbo Nyingbo Sekande Cha De Yore, Ta Deje Nyingbo De, Gyudang, Lamdang, Dewu Namsha Denzo, Shungdi Nala Songzhugu Yodu, Ta Denzo Ji Nedo Sanamendo, Di Kuala Ta Kaja, Kashia Jing, Azo Treyang, Ta Tunangoma Ji Chue Dena Kalema Shugi.
Right? We also call Buddha nature element, like a lightened element or heritage. And the question that is really important here is whether all beings have this kind of element of Buddha nature or not. Right? And Gyud Lama, this treatise that we are studying here, definitively state that yes, all beings have it. But when it comes to explaining, interpreting this statement, all sentient beings possess Buddha nature, this element of enlightenment, different teachers go about in a different way to interpret it.
Ni, Da Chojazo De Kamsanamendo Rik Lageroa, Rekam Deshe Nyingbo De Semjen Tam Jela Yore Dan, Yomare, Sankashi Levyung Yore. Ta Gyud Lama Shungna La Yore, Song Yore. Yore Songjo De La, Deshe Jang Lama Namji, Jeldan Mendo Nyi Cha Yore. Chikdi Tang, Ngoben Nesula Yoba La Yoba Songjo Resa. Deshe Jang Chigi, Ngoben Nesula Yobe Keche Ke Mare. Semjin Denzo, Dewu Zogjang La Chowa Kye Chedo, Songsha Jujire, Di Changdun Yi Shungre, Ngedun Mare Sanda Dende, Shegen Nyi Yore.
Right? Some say that it has to be taken literally and it's of definitive meaning and it's ultimate, kind of final, definitive meaning. Some say that it's not the way to take this statement. And the reason is that different groups of scholars interpret the 3 turnings of the wheel of the Buddha through different lens, and they explain the 3 turnings in a different manner. So some say that some turnings of the wheel are of provisional meaning and some of definitive and so on. So let's look at that in more detail now, right? So there's a group of 3 groups of scholars, and the first group of scholars say that the first turning of the wheel, that's the teachings on the 4 noble truths, is of provisional nature. It requires interpretation. It's not to be taken literally. The teachings of the second turning of the wheel, the teachings on Madhyamika, emptiness, shunyata, is definitive but not final definitive meaning, right? It's just temporary definitive meaning. And it's only the third and final turning of the wheel is that of final definitive status, to be taken literally. That's the final words of the Buddha In other words, that's what he really meant. And so the Uttara Tantra Shastra belongs to this third turning of the wheel, and in this way they say, well, that's what Buddha nature is this we should take that statement that all beings have it at face value. Now the other group of scholars, let's situate them as a second group of scholars. They say that the first turning of the wheel is almost all of provisional nature, but only the teachings on selflessness is to be taken as definitive. The second turning of the wheel for those scholars is
디 김전데 산제디 까 드제 잡다라 니 캬버차 송레 니 케바 카지기 다까 토다 버스메로와 까 당보 den시 쪽으로디 장년 코나 인사 까 바르바 니 선님의 비슈주 콜로디 내가 빙에도 인사 까 타마 레버 넘버 체 비슈주 콜로디 내든 타르도 징에도 인사다 덴제 대시 잡은 저 아니 대신 영보디 니 가서 그래 내든 이 넘버 인 송은 지중어래 양 개박하지게 까 당보디 아니 장든 쏘쳐버려서 까탐 바바디 내든 하나 인사 까탐아디 장든 하나 인사 양 덴데 되시는 거지 중으로 디 되시는 건저 아니 가서 그래 까바 대신용보디 장든 인 송은 되든 차그런 내든 말해서 동 대신용보 동번일라 공내 뭐뭐마데 동일에 동니마도 봐 낭샤지 이些 타르둘라데 내게 말해 다디 간데 유메든 가서 절라 시초로와 되네 매바래 디 동번일로 공내 어느 송샤버선 되네 되지 중으로 양 개박하지게 까 당보데 저저 조데 장든데 이나양 코나라 네 다음에 템바든 조요런디 내든 잡고 요래 까 바르바데 동반이 이남샤 송윤데 내든 하나 인사 까 타만들라 쇼니 체고 요래 닝보 템변 도주든 조 제데 내든 아니 대 마인 베잖아 도 망보제 요래 샘잠버라네 타변 도시라서 바다 도 망보제 된소데 어느 소체와 장든이 남아 인사 양 렌데 되시는 거 중요래 다디 타마 되시는 건데 저기 가르 송고에서도 대신 영보데 내든 님바 켈렌 지그 요래라 대신 영보데 네 라다 대신 영보데 까 바르바데 또 동천에 계시 용바 인상 딱 내든 인가래 까 타마 이나 장능이베 마차 없어 까 타마는 시주 대신 영보고데 오베네술레스 다 간에 개발차 거래서도 까 바르바네 대신 영보 송예데 주인 동천에 주인기 원에 계시신 그래. 까 바로 타만의 셰디 주인 대여 동 낭찬의 이세기 족찬의 계시신 그래. 동당 가서 그래. 인당 이세서 그래. 저기 인당 이세인데 얘는 송주인 거래. 이세 방위 인저다 인바위 이세서 근데 요 말에. 되니데 네가 뭐 얘는 룹대 요래. 나동 송도 주배인 거 그래서. 뭐 된제 되시는 거지다. 렉송도 지샤도 와. 당대 까 당보데 denshi chokorde 팔cher 장된래 그래서 된나라 담에 지게제 시기는 양 내든 여바데 양 림바 숨바 시기당 라우도 된데 시기래 숨바데나 니바니보데 딘지 시당 라우여래 라우여래
of definitive nature, final definitive. That's the only teachings really they say of the Buddha that are of definitive nature, right? That's the teachings on emptiness, and therefore for those scholars, Buddha nature, if it's to be said to be of definitive meaning, it has to be equated with emptiness, right? Because only emptiness is that final true teachings of the Buddha. So Buddha nature is that for them is emptiness, but wisdom, this wisdom aspect of the Buddha nature, well, this they don't take to be of definitive in nature, right? And we will discuss that later today. So the other scholars, let's say the third group, right, scholars, they agree with the previous one on the nature of the status of the first two turnings of the wheel. The first one, they say it's mainly provisional, but only the teachings on the lack of truly existing self is is only those teachings of definitive nature. The rest, Four Noble Truths, those all teachings to be interpreted. They're not definitive. Emptiness is definitive. The second turning of the wheel is to be taken literally. It doesn't require any other explanation. But the third turning of the wheel, that's where they differ from the previous group scholars. They say that there we have to divide the teachings of the third turning of the wheel, where the teachings on the Buddha nature, such as the 10 sutras on Buddha nature, of definitive meaning, and the teachings on belonging to Yogacara school, Maidonli school, those are provisional in nature. And so for them, the Buddha nature, Buddha nature is that emptiness of the second turning of the wheel, right? And also it is not only that empty space, that unimpeded empty space, but it's also wisdom, it's also wakefulness. In this way, it's really Buddha nature is the unity of emptiness and wakefulness, right? So both turnings of the wheel, second and final, then kind of have to be taken as definitive, and in this way Buddha nature has both aspects of emptiness and wisdom. So what is Buddha nature? Buddha nature is the nature of the mind, and also it's the cause seed for enlightenment. So how can we understand that? The Uttaratantra Shastra gives 3 reasons for why all beings have it. The first reason is that the Buddha, a true Buddha, well, what we really mean by the Buddha is Dharmakaya, that truth body. And Dharmakaya is emptiness. And this Dharmakaya emptiness permeates the minds of all beings. Because Dharmakaya emptiness is the true nature of the minds of all beings, and because Dharmakaya is the Buddha, it means that all beings have what? The nature of a Buddha in their minds, right? The second reasoning is then further elaborates on the previous one, where we can ask a question. Okay, so is there any difference between the minds of a Buddha, like Dharmakaya of a Buddha, and Dharmakaya of ordinary beings? And the answer is no. There's no difference. They cannot be differentiated. We cannot distinguish. The suchness, the dharmata, the dharmakaya is same, the very same for the Buddhas and for the beings in this way again. That's the second reason for why all beings have that Buddha nature. And the third reason is that all beings have that cause, that seed for enlightenment in them, that heritage to be enlightened. So the question that we might ask here, well, does it mean that all objects, external objects of our sense sources, such as form, sounds, taste, textures, they are also enlightened, like they have Buddha nature, enlightened element in them, if they also permeated by emptiness? The answer is, according to Gyud Lama, no, it's not the case. They are nothing but the confused projection of the minds, but it's only the mind's nature that's Buddha nature, right? So not the nature of all the external objects, because the nature of our mind is dharmakaya, it's emptiness, and so the nature of the mind of sentient beings is said to possess the element of enlightenment. But it's not only dharmakaya and emptiness. From within the dharmakaya, empty, unimpeded space, also what appears is the aspects of kayas and wisdoms, right? This compassionate energy. Remember, we talked about empty essence, luminous nature, compassionate, unimpeded compassionate energy. So that's the true real status of Buddha nature, right? It has it all. It's empty, but yet it also has those enlightened qualities. And that's the sign, that's really the proof that all beings can accomplish Buddhahood. Well, the proof is that the proof for all beings to have this already enlightened qualities in them, this kayas and wisdoms, is that if we look at our minds of beings, we already can see the signs of the qualities of a Buddha. Well, the first quality of a Buddha is wisdom. Well, we have this ability to cognize. Our minds are cognizant and clear. We cognize, we comprehend things. That's the sign of wisdom right there. We have also ability to care for others, to be compassionate, loving, not on the same scale as the Buddhas, but all beings have that potential to be loving and caring, just at least to someone. So again, it's there, the sign that Buddha nature is there, like popping up, like, whenever we have those, whenever we notice that cognizant, clear nature, that loving, compassionate, and also capacity, we all beings have these abilities to do things. We have that power. All creatures, all beings have some task we are doing, right? We are accomplishing something. So these kind of qualities, they're just, they're like seeds. We still require effort to work on them so that we can bring them to manifestation. And so they are there, but we still need to strive to put forth effort so that we can achieve enlightenment. So this is the basic way to explain Buddha nature that all scholars agree with, right? Especially the scholars of the first and the third group, right? Because the second group, the one that talks about Buddha nature only as being emptiness, they say that they still agree with these teachings, okay? They don't say these teachings are false, there's no wisdom, there's no love, but what they say is that those teachings are of provisional nature. That's to say they were given with some purpose, such as to inspire followers, to inspire followers to pursue enlightenment. The disciples needed some joy, some inspiration. That's why these teachings were given. So the scholars of the second group, that's how they explain away these kind of teachings on wisdom, kayas, and enlightened qualities, right? So if we look at the mind's nature, and now, you know what, let's look at how the scholars of the third group talk about Buddha nature. And now to reveal you who are those scholars of the third group, the final one, the one that talks about the unity, that's Mipam Rinpoche and Byopa Tulku, the follower of Mipam Rinpoche. So they talk about Buddha nature as being this mind's nature that's cognizant, right? The mind's ability to cognize is right there.
다 내내 윤제 다 대로 나 시 중사 된 대신 영보들네 그 중용으로 와. 근데 대신 영보 세근데 간대질라래 쓰는 것은 제거래 남나 셈제랑신제래 세거래. 아니 산제 고방 토베지 규제래 세거래. 아니 사분제래 세거로 와. 다 셈제랑신 규다 사분데 간대지열에 그제시 용도 다 gyulama koranna gyumzenzo zawu gyumzenzo sum sunguru wa sanje de chogu tongba ni bare tongba ni de ta semjen thamje la chaba yin bar wa chaza semjen thamje ji semji hi de tongni yinzang an de jin bu yo bare gyumzen ji de wa ani semjen ji hi la yubi de ro tongba ni da sanje ji hi la yubi chogu de ni la chabar yore sangin yore da yo marna yo mar에서 찍어지 장래에서 아니 찍데 삼전 탐제 산제 고방 토베기 규디 여래서 다 겸전조 대숨시에 연구여래 다디 겸전데 되는 대세 잡당선나면도 내라는 고알랑다 면노면도 샤도고여와 아니 가서 그래 최고 제당 최 탐제 라 가르서 그래 수타 티로 저기라 소바 최용 소바 탐제 네 산제주 유레베스 최 탐제 아니 산제랑 시레베 현용도 단다 귤라마지 그제 현용도 되느랑 얘기메스 치 최든도 출배 나와 잠제래 돈도 루비어 말해 돈나래 디상마 셈나 나와라 셈지 낭자로 셈지 희옹호마데 가르라 남나 어디네 최고래 동반일에 아니 디 아니 대신용 보래 디긴 항자데 아니 가르래 꾸나 예시제랑신래 걔는 딱뭐 동반인 거고도 아니 랑신살로 토지군협 제주 숨된지인 거그래 송구요래 된대지 인상다디 셈진 탐지 희라 얘는 룹대요래 된대 희라 얘는 룹이든 대신용보도 여바 인도 아니 가서 람룹소나 상자요래 람도 만유나 상자요 말에 뒤여바데 간제하고도 그래 나좀 심진 강사제 인내 송데 캔비 위에시지 희가 될 때에서 열어와 다음에는 가서 가리나 하고 두베니 누바 셰비 누바도와 가서 강사 돈보 제당 사고 된데 이나야 코나 제와 제사질을 제와 제그래 닝제 제사질은 닝제 제그래 디 제외 연된데 희를 여바데 실을 따로 또 투템바르서 요래 뉴베 연대야 요래 아주 자와 가양 제투부도 와 숨지 간데만 가는 거란 거는 내가 레래 요래 디기 희 가서 그런 엄마들 여장 디 넘버데네 치라야 때스 튼투부 요래스 따딩 아주 여바하고 되네 람 배전 잡아이나 오늘 장준미도 보서 근데 산에 쓰기 말해서 어다디 대신 용보 대시다 되네 대시데 상매 잡고 요래 대삼직데 레단 다 디레시 잡아도 뭐 맨날 술다 tum바 인 라빈 데 안에 가라서 그래 된지 돈다 숨쉬면 봐 당보대당 타만이 보더래 바르바디 덴데 대시 잡그래 잡단지 그래 이난 딩고 맨날 술다 tum바 말에 내가 좀 밀라 안에 가라서 그래 람라 쪼아제지더래 야 랩소나 대신님보다 동니 허랑을 마도 봐 켄제 뉴스인데 연대 숨자 상서 근데 요 말에 쪼를 바시 인 어떤데 순간지 여봐 나서
So there is this clarity, there is this cognizance, and yet when we try to pin down how is the mind, what is the mind, when we examine, look for it, we cannot find it, right? We don't find anything there like that we can like really pin down and say that's the mind. So, but yet it's not nothingness. Like we don't find anything, but it's not like flowers growing in the middle of a sky, like that's nothing, right? They not truly existent. There's no flowers growing in the middle of sky, so that would be like complete nothing. But the mind that we don't find when we look for it, it's not that, because at the same time, while we don't find it, there is still this clarity, this cognizant that realizes that we don't find the mind, right? That's there. So to really illustrate this point, it would be great to quote the Buddha, who said, as for the mind, there is no mind. The nature of the mind is luminosity. So right in that statement, there are teachings of both turnings of the wheel, the second and the third. Here we have, as for the mind, there is no mind. That's the teachings on Prajnaparamita, emptiness, shunyata, found in the 8,000 stanzas on Prajnaparamita or the Heart Sutra, but also the last bit of the statement, the nature of the mind is luminosity. This is the teachings of the third turning of the wheel. So the Buddha himself combined this and said, as for the mind, there is no mind, and yet it's also luminous by nature. So we don't find any mind, so-called mind, when we try to find it and look for it. That's emptiness. That's unimpeded empty space. And yet knowing that, cognizing that at the same time, being aware of it, that's qualities right there of wisdom, love, capacity, the innately, inherently present in all beings, according to Mipam, Rinpoche, Papatulku, they build in. So really Buddha nature is this unity of empty, open, unimpeded space, of not finding the mind and yet having that cognizance. And not only cognizance, really also love and capacity and other qualities. And all beings have that. The scholars claim that all beings have that Buddha nature, and therefore anyone can achieve enlightenment, right? Because remember that we describe Buddha nature as mind's nature and also as the seed for enlightenment. So because the mind's nature is this unity of emptiness and qualities, enlightenment can be achieved. So now we might ask a question, but why right now you said it's not existent, right? It doesn't exist, there's nothing we find, and yet there is something there, like quality. So does it exist or not exist? How can we talk about this like at the same time, existent, non-existent, being there, not being there? And it's really, really important here to understand that in order to really not to get confused about these different statements, we need to differentiate between two valid cognitions, the ultimate valid cognition and the relative valid cognition. So the ultimate valid cognition it's the valid cognition means that's the cognition, the mind that examines the valid mind that really examines how ultimately things are. So it's concerned with the ultimate. And here, this ultimate valid cognition is itself further divided into two subsections, because the one is the valid cognition of ultimate like the Buddhas have it. Because when the Buddhas conceive of ultimate, of emptiness, they see uncategorized ultimate. That's what we say. Uncategorized, meaning there are no categories, there are no any mental constructs there whatsoever. It's ultimate as it is, uncategorized, true emptiness, true ultimate. That's how Buddhists see it. So that's one way of talking about ultimate valid cognition. But what about us sentient beings? Well, we are not there. We cannot really have that kind of perception of ultimate, uncategorized ultimate as it truly is. So does it mean we do not have ultimate valid cognition? Well, we could. And we do have it whenever, Mipam Rinpoche says, whenever we study emptiness, whenever we meditate on emptiness, whenever we're concerned to explain emptiness to other beings, whenever we use logic, reasoning, language, it is concerned with ultimate, but because it's still within the bounds of logic, reasoning, terminology, language, it's not free of mental constructs, and so we call it categorized ultimate. So we as ordinary beings, really what we have access to is this categorized ultimate, right? When it means that our ultimate, our understanding of emptiness, our exploration of emptiness is still endowed with some grasping, some mental elaborations are there. Where for the Buddhas, the real ultimate uncategorized one is the state free of any mental constructs. It's emptiness, as it is. So that's for the ultimate valid cognition, right? But what about relative? Right? What about kayas and wisdoms? So how can we conceive of that? That doesn't belong to ultimate valid cognition. It's not there. It's within the bounds of relative. How can we then talk about relative valid cognition?
so the same generation de career citizen da those same citizen ngazo sheba de wa ha go gen lo chen she jing o de ta de shin ning bo yin ba kan de jun du bo re san de shin ning bo ngo yo ba de to same generation de ta je do tang so na nya yo ma re tin che ba che ra la do re la do re de zang ni na me ba me jang nam kha na shin tong ba tong jang da da 아니 가르서 그러 남게 매도나시 큐네 매바 된데레 베선 되네 말에 하고이 누바데 요래 살차데 그런 얘네 요 그런 심잖아신다 살차데 요 가로와 재상 돈나라 셈나 셈 마치데 심잖아신다 왜 살와 송즈바디 네디 딱다 랩투고 디식데 까 바르바나나야 요래 까 타마나나야 요래 개동 까 바르 개동바데 까 바르베 노로와 개동바나나 요래 닝보 덴베 도덴조 나나 랩고 요래 제도다 섬용어데 제소나 냐메바당 고동천에 당다 랩소와 그런 살자데 히비 뉴바데 요 가로와데 캠비 차들와 켐비 차도요는 켐비기 현대 안 가르서 오래 세와당 뇌바데 여바데 거라 뭐베 춘이래 되요래 디뭐 동바 이나야 낭자라 되는 용초가 요래 근데 인도 아니 대신 용바데 심정 탐절라 힐라데 로저 여바래 디 여바 인도 아니 가서 남 매전체 아니 까와체 바이나 수마도 수인나야 조바 장주 톱 미토서 근데 영 쓰고 하라 말에 내버도 톱으래 다오나 가르서 오래 시에미시 하고 도미도 다음에 간제도 우선 까가신나라 여바도 까가지 매버 다음에 간제 송 고고래 랍두 세만이 현재 제고 그래 아 돈남 주지기 세마서 근저다 탄예 주지기 세마서 근저 니요래 다 돈남 주지기 세마데 똥니 조도베들로 고고라 똥니기 캠베 이些 지마 지균도 냠셰 셰로들라 남다 많이 베도 남도지 일로서 그래 딜라로 진당다 집에도는 제바제바라 소바당 텐데데니 가서 남정베도 남지 도지 일로서 그래 대원에 저달래 동자지 계좌 시행 그래 대신용 봉어랑으로와 저 담지기 내로 대신용 버래 동반니스도는 대신용 버지 동자로와 고단 이시스도는 대신용 버지 낭자로와 디지 레브그래 다디 동유도 버지 로지려서 아니 군조도 버 로지 요래 군조도 버 로텔라양 아니 마 가서 그래 내능 미튠바 마다 소동 삼아서 그래 내당 미튠비 로야라 그래 마다 소동 삼아야라 그래 내능 튠베 독베 로지요래 딜라 남다 다스 삼아야라 그래 다 내능 미튠비 로데 간데서 나랑 조통해야 되더래 뭐베 내술라 간데 여버데 통구여 말해 내술 대신이 뭐라시래 동니래 나가서 통구면도 수 주바 통구도 자 주바 통구도 아니 나와 담제 치료를 여버지 송조구도 내술다 낭술니데 미튠바 통하데 아니 가르차래 딜라니 마다 소정세마스 그래 아니 가서 그래 아 송전니난 게 로안라 그래 아니 가서 그래 내능 내술다 낭술 미튠바야 라비래 다 내능 튠바디 가르스도 내술라 가래 임바든디 현고고래 내술 마마데 고단 예시긴 하와래 낭자데라 라고요 동자네 그냥 주변 말에데 만주병고 다랑 고단 예시에서는 민도 천재 뉴스 명월은 낭대고요 데데 낭술게 타르도로와 데 제마 제시는 한겐데라 아니 가르서 내술다 낭술니 툼바서 그래 딜라 남다 다스 참아서 그래 출낭시베로 라고요 다디 레시 작은데 조수레세도 덴지 렘바숨 요번은 숨바디래 숨바지다 레시 데네지 나로고요 아다 디데니 당고베 시과랑라다 덴데 로지 차가 되게 여러 워낙 아주 남다 닥스 참아 요현지 강사 초이 마도 소르동 열로든 저 통계 말해벨나 미동와 가와가와 정말 쓰기래 쓰기래 과랑 랑낭지당 강사 현낭스는 나와니 요래 랑낭들라 고단 예시게 나와 코나래 현낭데 아니 가르서 그래 샘지 마다베 나와도 저래 쓰기래 대페 로주톤에 빼지 샤나 아니 강바 가르서 그래 샤례 강바 보좀 서버지 나라 아니 장송지 냠바샤 대여바제 원생하든지 장송지 아니 대마이메 미지 니코네 니남나로 출네 되네 코페 지금 장강다 쇼주여바 가는네 다 냠샤 원셰 유간 장송디 미니코죠 미남나로 출나여바 되고 생그로와 과랑 장송 과랑에 나온 엄마디 강바디래 샤야 강디래 이나 파울을 민디 출대여바디야 장송데 생그래 랑낭다 샤낭성가 되는 니유래 고라 나온 엄마디 내낭 tum바래 좀 출랑 세바래 남다 다스 세마래 아니 현바딘조 다 디도셔샤로와 와 딘데 세마지 현재 세소나 양 대신용 보지 랑신라 강강 감점 고수도 그래 디 림바 숨바디 셰단데라 그래라 차상 딱고 림바 숨바디래 고 잠금이 바로 뭐지 송다래 배줄다 몇번 송다 배바 주고 당 매밤 주송다 담당 배 돈담 자랑 아주 단도 소소지고 갑라 돈담 딱지 단에 거무로 와 로를 진당 여래 진당 매 가서 람나양 거 진당 여래 네 돈담 주지기 셈마 그래래 돈담 주지기 셈마
the relative valid cognition, that's the one that's concerned with relative phenomena. And here we again differentiate between two types of relative valid cognition. We talk about valid cognition of ordinary beings, right? That's relative. That's how we perceive the world relatively. And that kind of valid cognition is very confined. It's not true, because what we see, how we see the world, is not how the things truly are. Right? The kind of appearing mode of phenomena for us doesn't match the abiding mode of how they truly are. And that's why our valid cognition, relative valid cognition, is known as the confined or impure valid cognition of ordinary beings, because for us things appear as truly existent. Form, sounds, smell, so on, they all seem to be true and real, and that doesn't match how they truly are. We also call this kind of confined, impure, valid cognition of ordinary beings as dualistic mind, the mind that grasps at things. We call it, we call it as the mind where the abiding mode doesn't match where the mind from the perspective of which the abiding mode doesn't match the appearing mode. So that's one way of talking about relative. But what about kayas and wisdoms, right? That doesn't seem to fit into this kind of relative. They also don't fit into ultimate, because there we only have emptiness and freedom from all mental constructs. So there's nothing there that we can talk about besides emptiness when we talk about ultimate valid cognition. So what about wisdom, qualities, kayas? All these enlightened things, well, they fall into, according to Mipam Rinpoche, into the second way of talking about relative valid cognition, the relative valid cognition of noble beings, the bodhisattvas on the bhumis, pure perception. Okay, we call it the pure perception. It is still relative, right? The kayas, the wisdoms, the qualities, they found from the point of view of relative valid cognition, but they are, unlike confined perception of ordinary beings, they are matching the abiding mode of things, how they truly are. The kaya, the wisdoms, the qualities, they match in their appearing mode. They match the abiding mode, the true abiding mode of all phenomena. So there's no this kind of discrepancy there, right? And that's why those beings who see kayas, wisdom, palaces and all of those deities, they see them with this pure perception, this relative valid cognition of pure perception of noble beings, where there is no confusion anymore. Confusion has been cleared away. That's how Mipam Rinpoche, again, the scholars of the third group, talk about, they establish this ground, right, of the Buddha nature. They talk about qualities from the perspective of this pure, valid cognition, right? They talk about our ordinary being's perception as being impure. In this way, they differentiate between relative valid cognitions. And there's a story to illustrate how is that possible. Well, actually, let me back up and say, well, the question is then, these noble ones who see things in this pure way, according to how they truly are, do they also see this confused, deluded appearances like we see them, as ordinary beings see them? Is that also something that they can access, or they only see pure dimension? And the answer is that they see both. They see pure, of course, pure visions of kayas and wisdoms, but they also see impure projections like we see them. They both are accessible to them. The story to illustrate that will be to imagine, rather like not the story, let's say, but like a kind of imagine, we will talk about a metaphor rather. Imagine a rishi, a sage, being who has practiced meditation a lot, and so he has gained 5 clairvoyances, like he can read the minds of other beings and so on. Now this sage, this holy person, lives in a beautiful palace, and now the person comes to visit him, and ordinary person just like us with confused, confined perception, and this person falls asleep and sees a nightmare, like really disturbing nightmare that bothers him. The person is suffering. So now this sage, this holy person, while still being in one's own palace, and of course his own perception will be, well, when he's not asleep, eyes wide open, of his palace. And at the same time, he also can see this nightmare, which is not truly existent, and yet it still tortures that poor person who is visiting him. So he has access to his own pure vision, but he also can really tip in it kind of into the impure, projected, not truly existent perception of ordinary person and still know it. Yeah, he has knowledge of his own perception and also knowledge of other people's perceptions. So that's how it works for the relative visions, relative perception. That's a little bit about how then Mipam Rinpoche describes Buddha nature, right? It helps you to get that understanding of this nature of the mind and as being the unity of emptiness, teachings of second turning of the wheel, and wisdom and all enlightened qualities, meaning the teachings of the third turning of the wheel, without one canceling out another.
Ni da dende je deshen nyingbo de samji shi la yene ne te yo bare. Ane ne ba de lam kombi kabla ane ngo de ngondo gyurba dang. Ane sangjebe kabla tarang ngondo gyurba re se gyurwa. Da di ngondo gyur yongdu ane dana nga zo yo me yin min la so ba zemba yo. Di top jo ane tongal rabdare ma mangbo nyong de yo re. Dede kabzon zemba denza sama samji shi de ne ma chal je meba chang ro yo re. Samji shi de penna nima nangshe. Ani dana nga rang zo je zemba dang tongal denzo de ane timba dang charba nangshen re de yo re. Ta long shok shombo je jab ne timba dang charba tor son na ane namka nima de so dangbo ne yoye kare de kwa sal yungu do wa. Owa tenze je re sa. Ane di samji shi de ane kwa takpa re, kwa tenpa yo re, kwa yene ne te yo re, kwa katunan gyura me ba re. Ani owa tenze ane samji shi de la sungwa dan zimba la so ba shen ji ngobo denzo je ane lor chu ki denzo tong kogo re ma do. Samji shi korang de tongba yin kogo ma re sa sheken de la da kunjen dolbo sang je karma ba rang jung do je la so ba oma shen tongba nam je an do sung nang go yo re. Ina ko ka barba ji chochal tongne khenli meje bara san dende ma re. Ka barba shebe kabza barba korang she dang zangma zangjang yo re. Ka tama shebe kabza yang tama korang she dang yang zangma zangjang nangsha zo she du yang deshin yungbo de takba tem rup la soba tanya pecho na yang sonda je yo re wa. Ta di sonda chik de re wa. Ta yang kasi ure che tangye shimbo lo sang traba dang kunjen ko ram jimbo sonam senga la soba yang sonda chik la
Ji gonda ji sui?
제르모제 로상다바 zonga
Ji
ba
rinpoche. Las.
제르모제 아니 로상다바다 아니 군인 고람 좀 소남성가 라소 봐
Gorampa, las.
케바 망보제지 아니 샤단데 가르레세도 아니 대신 영보 오데 대신 영보 서근데 고랑 아니 가르서 그래 장년기 넘버에도 이래 ngobe sudan tume keje ke mare dila lor shoge tong ko tong mare lor shoge tong gere sana Gyud Lama dang ludub jize be cheng de bala so ba da denjon na sik bejo dang dang yore de tegar ko ala ya mare tanda karma barang jong do jela so ba charang so sik tegar ko ala ngi do de tegar ko ala ya mai sa de kale ne mi khashe dulja lo chang che dures semji shi ngoma de tongni de la koran tongba yin kora ma do ba khole ngoba shin yi tong go sa kan kan de yong gures su koran tongba ni re ta koran tongba yin go gure ane semji ne lu koran tongba yin go yore ane de la ma ane rang tongba san tan je be ju tang go yore ta den de ne de shin yong bo de la de she chao dang ji go ne ri ma do sum do je sha so wa to me ba ro mo je koran gar yin su nga rang tongba yin sung gure ina shen tong kelen nang ge yo sa 나 낭당데 된지 쉬운 바 어디를 인사
Khenpo di dampone di nima peti di group di sa nipa di dolpopa yana di datun mipamgi nika gi
dolpopa dang rangjong doje
di
kon
konsugi di bas. Now, how do the scholars of the first group that we talked about describe Buddha nature? Remember the ones that actually say that only the third turning of the wheel is that of final, definitive meaning, where teachings on emptiness are definitive but not final, right? So they, and now to name those scholars, right, we can say that's Dolpopa and Sangye Dorje. It's the third Karmapa Ranjun Dorje. So those scholars and others, they describe Buddha nature as being already established, like as already being completely, truly enlightened and permeates all sentient beings from the outset. The only difference between Buddhas and beings is that we, as ordinary beings, have not made it manifest yet. So the only thing that we need to do is to really bring it to manifestation. And once it's manifested, well, that's Buddhahood, right? But it's already there. There's nothing to kind of do to the Buddha nature itself. And the example that they give is that of a sun. They say that the mind's true nature, the mind's ground, foundation is like the sun, which is always there. But sometimes we cannot see it because of the clouds or rainy weather. But as soon as, let's say, wind blows away those clouds, the wind blows away rainy clouds, the sun reveals itself. The sun was always there, it didn't go anywhere, but it's just now revealed itself. And that's how Buddha nature is. They say that it's permanent. Yes, they use these words, okay? Literally, they say it's unchanging. It is completely permanent, primordially existent, stable, right? That's the ground of our minds. That's the kind of the mind's true nature, the ground of our minds. It's already permanent. It's primordially equipped with all the enlightened qualities. So now the only difference, they say, well, between Buddhas and beings is that we beings, we need to clear away these kind of external factors like rainy clouds, remember? Those factors need to go away, and the Buddha nature reveals itself as it always has been. Nothing has to be done to it. And because they say that something other than the Buddha nature, the nature of the mind, needs to be cleared away, they say, well, we need to empty sort of external factors, right? And we don't need to, what we emptying is something other than its true nature. That's why this group of scholars known as the proponents of, it's no good translation for that, but Shentong, extrinsic emptiness. Shentong means is the emptiness of something other than itself. They believe that what needs to be emptied is this external, adventitious, blocking factors that needs to be emptied, and so the true nature is there, right? So emptiness of other than itself. That's Dalpopa, third Karmapa. Of course, they also accept the teachings of the second turning of the wheel. They do. As we have seen, they said it's definitive, they said, but they kind of, at the same time, they also use the terms such as permanent, unchanging, right? So they do accept emptiness, and at the same time, they use this very strong language to describe Buddha nature as being this inherently present, permanent, truly existence. Almost they use even those kind of terms, right? So that's the scholars of the first group and how they describe Buddha nature. Now there's a still second group that we left with, the one that takes only the teachings of the second turning of the wheel to be definitive. That's teachers such as Tsongkhapa, Jetsankapa, Garampa, that's a very famous Sakya scholar, so it's Gelug Sakya scholars, right, who say that yes, it's true that there are all these teachings on the qualities, like Uttara Tantra Shastra talks about these enlightened qualities. Also, even treatises of Nagarjuna, known as the praises to Dharmata, also talk about this kind of qualities and luminosity and wisdom, etc., etc. But they shouldn't be taken literally. That's what those scholars like Tsongkhapa, Garampa say. They kind of they address third Karmapa, Ranjun Doje, Dalpopa, and tell them, guys, you took it too literally, this kind of teachings. You took them way too literally. You shouldn't, because really they were given only to guide beings. So they have some purpose for there's a purpose for these teachings, like guiding others. But this is kind of like stepping stones, right? They're not really the teachings to be taken literally at face value as the final words of the Buddha. Because really what's truly there at the end is only emptiness. There's nothing that's not empty, right? And it's not empty of something other than itself. It's just empty by its own nature. It's not empty of something else, and itself is not empty. Yeah, well, Dalpopa says it's not empty of its own nature, but it's empty of something else. But Tsongkhapa, Garampa say, but it's empty by itself. How can it be empty of something else and not be empty itself? Right? So that's why they are known as the proponents of intrinsic emptiness, emptiness of its own essence and not emptiness of something other than itself, right? Emptiness of its own essence, intrinsic emptiness, Rangtong in Tibetan. So now Mipam Rinpoche, going back to this third group scholars, the one that we sort of follow a lot, Mipam Rinpoche, he accepts both. That's how Mipam Rinpoche is. He says, yes, definitely Buddha nature is emptiness. It's, second turning of the wheel. It's true. And it's definitive, no question about that. But also the teachings on wisdom's kaya's luminosity, those teachings are also definitive, he says. So that's how he resolves this kind of question about the status of Buddha nature.
네, 너나 우마신 동바츠 대신 용보데 얘네 여바레 람 주바 냠는 집에 가서 다랑 것도 좀 아니 다도 야도 친도요래 아니 조베고 산제 고방 토비인데 대신 용보 온도 줘봐 타르친 바레스 아니 간데서 대신 용보 뭐 얘네 내바 얘나양 되니 통람이셔 토바당 뭐 얘다게 산제데 온도 줘바레스 상제바다 로르 타다게 산제고도 줘바레스 어딘데 제 손당게 요래 아니 군년 거람발라 소바지 최탐지 랑신 얘네 동반이래 되요래 람 갑송야 동니라 냠는 제래 타마 한 최고 동반이랑라 상제고 그래서 도제 손당도 요래 다 군제 매밤 르마절라 소베 대신 영보지 뭐 얘네 아니 낭동 송주래 현재 뉴스에 연대 요래라 아니 동반이야래 되요래 아니 바르도 냠즈 랑연도서나 다랑 살도 당거 요래 타망원도 요래용데 아니 나도 송주지 예시강을 내버려서 된다 식 숨자 chedan dawo dang cik pecho dang da tes mendo yore ma do ta don ngomma la be chik norwa dang chik jibang galwa de ne yo mar korang nang la re jine ngazo dana she tuzo shara yo marwa ini oda do ro jina den de jin sa.
In short, what we have seen now, the Sheng Tongpas, the proponents of emptiness of other, such as Dalpopa, Third Karmapa, they describe Buddha nature as being already primordially endowed with all the enlightened qualities. And we just practice the path in order to reveal those qualities that have always been there. And so basically the result, the enlightenment, is nothing other than manifestation of something that has always been there in the first place, right? They talk about these two purities, right? The only difference between beings and the Buddhas is that the Buddhas are beings that are already endowed with two purities. The purity that's primordial purity of all phenomena, and also the purity of being free from adventitious fleeting stains. Whereas ancient beings are endowed only with one purity. It's the first one, of primordial purity of all phenomena, but they still haven't reached this purity of clearing away adventitious stains. That's the difference. So that's Dalpopa and etc. Then Gorampa, Tsongkhapa, Gorampa, let's say, they say that, well, you know what Buddha nature is the ground, it's emptiness. And when we practice the path, then at the end, what is achieved as the fruition is Dharmakaya, which is also emptiness. So again, it's the emptiness in the beginning, emptiness middle, and the end. Where Mipam Rinpoche, this third camp, says that, the Buddha nature is the unity. It's both. It's really already primordially endowed with all the enlightened qualities such as wisdom, love, abilities, power. And also what we do on the path is just we are revealing it. We're clearing away what blocks it and we're revealing it. So as the result, what manifests is the unity of appearance and emptiness, of this luminosity and emptiness. That's the result. That's the unity. So you see that, between these different camps, scholars of these three groups, they use different language. There's a lot of difference in terms of wording and terminology, but in essence, it's not like they're completely all different. It's not like we can claim, oh, those are completely wrong and those are right. We can't do that. It's just, they really just addressing beings with different wordings, and that's the difference right there, just in terms of terminology. Of course, I could have shown you it in more detail to really illustrate this point, but unfortunately we ourselves, we don't have this time to go into great detail of what each and every scholar says about Buddha nature. So it was a really brief explanation of these different ways of interpretation of Buddha nature. Thank you, everyone. Let's dedicate all together.
Sonam de damje zeba ni domne ni dana bamjen jenga naje balam juba sebe zole roa rolwara jo Chanjo semjo reboje bade panam jedu Deba nyamba meba Gongne gondo belwara jo Laso ne samala tu jeshuin
I would love to thank all of you. Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you.
Khenpo to reče, laso. Chichina na chiklab gorera na so dunchak jema yomare chiklabna. And the next Saturday and the Saturday after that, due to seminar of Venerable Chukinima Rinpoche, we will not hold this class. But after those, please attend the seminar, of course. And after those 2 weeks of seminar, please come back to the Gyud Lama class.